Alright, guys. What are we talking about today? Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about what's my plan? What's the big plan? Okay. How am I going to get to six figures? How am I going to become a cybersecurity professional? What's the big plan? Okay, so as you know, you need to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you can't get anywhere. So I'm just going to try to break down my plan, basically, see the little details that I have, what I've done so far in my plan, what else do I want to get done. So essentially, there's like four different aspects of getting into cybersecurity that I've seen. I don't have any experience or nothing, but basically from research of what I've gathered so far. These are: you need certifications, you need experience, you don't need a degree to get into IT cybersecurity. But me personally, I want to get a degree because I just feel like, because why wouldn't you want to give yourself the best chance at anything? And so I feel like having a degree, even though it might not be necessary, just to have it there, just to be an HR filter. Like, some jobs you need a degree, especially. I'm gonna dive deeper into government technology. It's a public sector thing, and the thing about the feds is that they really need you to. They want degree. Well, no, actually they don't. Now I'm thinking about it, because I'm gonna try to put up a. I have no editing skills. I'm gonna try to put up a thing in somewhere here, and it's gonna show you they just passed something. Is I think it's I don't want to quote what the source is or whatever, but basically it says that you don't need a degree anymore. This is something that just passed this year. So scratch that. You don't even need a degree anymore for anything. I just feel like I want to get a degree, just to say that I do. Now, as I said, so it's certificates, experience, degrees, and that's how you get in. You just need those. You need to cover those three things. How do you cover those three things? Okay, so me personally, it's a bit personal. This is the way I'm gonna do it. If you're somebody that wants to do cybersecurity, you could go different ways based on what you want to do. I want to be a security engineer, and so the certs that I'm gonna get are the fundamentals. I mean, I'm not even a senior yet in high school. I'm a junior. I want to get all these certs before. It's ambitious. It really is ambitious, but why not? You know, if I can get all of this before then, senior year, that would be crazy. I would really be setting myself up to win. But the certs that I want to get are, well, I've already got the Google IT support certificate. I want to get the CompTIA Network Plus. That's the certificate I'm studying for. I'm gonna be starting posting new videos about that cert, the CCNA, the Linux Plus, and the Security Plus. Okay, let's dive a little bit into why I want these certs. So the Google IT Support Certificate, as I said in the previous video, it's a substitute for the CompTIA A+. Now, you don't need to get the CompTIA A+ when you can get the same material basically for less money. So that's why I went with that. The Network Plus. So there's some certifications that are called vendor-specific certifications, and so there's certain vendors in IT So like Cisco, they make networking technologies such as routers and switches. Uh, Now you can be vendor neutral, meaning that it's not geared. The knowledge you're getting isn't geared towards any of the technologies that a specific company makes. So you're just understanding networking on a wider base, and then something like the CCNA, the Certified Cisco, um, Certified Cisco Networking Associate. I think that's what it is. Um, but those certs dive a little bit more into understanding the specific technologies um, that vendor uses, and something like the Network Plus dives a little bit deeper. Not a little bit deeper, sorry, a little bit wider. The CCNA is a bit deeper. It's a harder exam to pass. But a lot of people say you should get the CCNA and not get a Network Plus. I just want a Network Plus because I want to have a fundamental understanding. Again, if you don't have a good foundation, and you can't build a tall building. So I want to have a good foundation, a wider. It devs a bit wider, and then the CCNA, I'm gonna get that, which devs a little bit deeper. But the Network Plus, the CCNA that I do want to get. Why do I want to get the CCNA? Again, to have a deeper understanding of networking. Um, it's vital. Whatever you want to do in IT, in cybersecurity, whatever, you need to understand networking. It is essential because you need to understand how data flows, how it is, how it's sent, how it's manipulated, all of that. It's essential. So CCNA. The Linux Plus. Most networking technologies, servers, a lot of them use Linux. Linux is an operating system, if you don't know. But being able to understand the commands on the command line, and understanding Linux on a not a fundamental level, like how to make the operating system, obviously not, but understanding how to maneuver your way through it is essential, and it's a good skill. So that's one of the certificates I also want to get. And lastly, the Security Plus. Security Plus, it's one of those certifications where it teaches you the fundamentals of security, and um, what you need to know to secure certain systems. That's basically what it teaches you. And so, excuse me, I'm kind of like tired right now because it's like 2 o'clock right now. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I was kind of bullshitting the whole day, and I didn't get to film the video. I should have done it earlier, but I have to get it done somehow. I'm not gonna miss a day. So those are my certificates I want to get, and I feel like that's a good. Those 4 certifications are good foundation, I think, for myself. I'll get into the more specific certs later. I just want to have a good foundation. Secondly, project experience. Okay, experience is cybersecurity. IT is one of the only industries where, not one of the only industries, but technology on a whole, but I'll talk about IT and cybersecurity specifically. It is the worst industry when it comes to entry level positions. And here's why I say that is because they want you to have experience. And how are you supposed to get experience if you've never had a job? That's kind of hard. And it's annoying. And a lot of people complain about it. But there are other ways to substitute experience into your resume by doing projects, internships, not getting paid. But you have to do what you have to do. I have a couple projects that I want to do. One is just to like the ThinkPad right here that I bought to upgrade. Just to go back over what I learned in the Google IT Support Certificate, the fundamentals of computer knowledge. I'm gonna upgrade this, make it, customize it basically. Install. I'm probably gonna put a virtual machine in here. If you don't know what a virtual machine is, it's basically a type of technology, type of technology that allows you. It's called a hypervisor. A hypervisor virtual technology. Whatever. I'm gonna put it up. Hopefully, I can. But it allows a computer to run more than one operating system. So you know the three biggest operating systems are Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. So you could run those three different operating systems on it. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there, and that's one of the projects I want to do. Also, I want to build a home network that's gonna really tie into the whole networking aspect of my fundamentals that I'm trying to get. I want to have some switches in there, some routers, you know, basically understanding just how data flows and securing, acknowledging my brain by building a network. I also want to build a Linux server. So if you see what I'm trying to say, is like the search that I'm doing, I want to have projects that kind of hold that knowledge that I can use to make that knowledge, so like solidify that knowledge in my head. The Linux server, I want to build a server for a Linux server. I'm not really sure exactly how I'm gonna do that. I'm not there yet, but it was recommended to me based on the research that I've done. Let's see. I know. So the definition of a server, just in case, I'm gonna try to put it up here. So a server is basically, it's any computer. It can be any computer, but it's basically a computer that can perform certain tasks, and that can hold resources for other computers within a network. So think of Google. Google has servers that you access in order to be able to use the web browser Google. You could have file servers. That within a network you can access these files. So think of your school. If you're in a school, there's servers in your school. If your school allows you to have school computers, there's certain resources that you can access on those computers. So I want to build that using the Linux environment, because you can have a Windows server as well. And then I also want to do an Active Directory lab. That ties more back into it's like sysadmin stuff. It's good to know as a basic level skill in like, so I'm gonna put the definition of Active Directory up here, but it's a good skill. It's good understanding it for help desk roles, entry level jobs, right? A lot of the times as help desk associates, when you need to be able to manage users and computers within a network, and you use Active Directory. So your school job can use Active Directory to manage what you're able to access on their computers. Users, or you get a user ID to access certain computers, and you need to be able to manipulate and understand that and use that technology to add and subtract people. It's a whole thing. All right, guys. I'll see you.